Kuwait is observing a day of mourning following a terrorist attack on a mosque that left at least 26 Shia Muslims dead. Kuwaiti people are set to bid farewell to the victims of the blast that targeted Imam Sadegh Mosque in Kuwait City. Saudi warplanes have carried out fresh airstrikes in Yemen, killing at least 7 people over the past 24 hours. 3 people lost their lives in an area in Hodeidah province. Earlier, fighter jets pounded a mosque in Hajjah province. Tensions are rising over the disputed South China Sea. The U.S. says China's policies in the sea are like Russia's actions in eastern Ukraine. It also says China's reclamation projects there are a threat to peace and stability. Washington fears that Beijing will use the territory to control navigation in the sea. The terrorist attacks in Tunisia, Kuwait, and France have drawn strong condemnations from the United Nations. In a unanimous statement, the UN Security Council called for the perpetrators of these acts of terrorism to be brought to justice. The General Assembly has also urged member states to combat extremism and intolerance. Greek people have lined up in front of cash machines to withdraw their money from banks after Prime Minister Alexis Tsipras called for a referendum on whether to accept a bailout deal. Greece has rejected a reform package by the EU and the International Monetary Fund, saying the loans are inadequate. The total number of MERS cases in South Korea reaches 182, as a new infection is confirmed. The latest case was a nurse at a hospital in Seoul who apparently caught the virus while treating a patient. The outbreak emerged in South Korea in May. It has so far killed 31 people. Relatives and friends of the missing 43 Mexican students have protested in Mexico City on the 9-month anniversary of their disappearance. The students disappeared in the southern city of Iguala. Authorities say the students were turned over by police to a local gang which killed them and burned their bodies. The UN High Commissioner for Refugees says nearly 127,000 people have fled Burundi since the beginning of the unrest there in April. Adrian Edwards says UNHCR appealed for $207 million to help protect Burundian refugees a month ago, but has so far received only 13% of that amount.